Hello everyone, I hope you guys are great. Welcome back to my channel. Into this class I'm going to quickly show us how to cut a crop top with a front chest pocket. I made believe a front chest pocket, so I think 1 yard should be able to do this. But I don't want to cut this off, but I think 1 yard should be able to do it. So this one just fold 1 inch. We are not going to fold 3 inches here. We're just going to fold 1 inch in like this for the for button allowance. Just fold 1 inch in for button allowance because it's going to have turning at the front. So measuring 2 inches here for shoulder slanting, measuring 2 inches here for shoulder slanting. So now you're just going to take your shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus half inch. Then on that point you're going to mark 7 inches downward for the armhole. This actually easy, it's not difficult. So I'm going to take the bust measurement divided by 4. The length of the top is going to be around 17 to 18 inches. Depends on how long you want yours. Then you add your folding allowance at the down part. So whatever you have on this, your bust line is what you're going to measure on the down part. So you're not going to shape it, just curve your armhole. Except you want it to be tight on your waist. If not, whatever you have on your bust line is what you're going to measure on that waistline, so that it's supposed to be free. So that's that about the front. So cutting the back. I'm just going to place the front on it, then you're going to cut the back. So just like this, you're going to trace out this front and this back. That's for the back. Just like I said, in some cases you can decide to just add little dots at this down part so that it will look shapy. It will be some kind of shapy at that down part, but mostly it's usually free. So the neckline is a bit wider, so I'm going to use 4 inches for the width. Then this down part you can usually use 4 or maybe 3.5, depends. But this is actually not going to have a collar. So this is the front. So the back you can just come down with about 1.5 or maybe probably 2 inches, but won't be as deep as the front, but the same width. So basically this is the cutting. I just dip in the armhole area with half inch to about half inch to avoid unnecessary box around that side. To avoid unnecessary bugs. So now that there are two ways in which you can turn the front. You can actually turn it with cutting bias, or you can actually turn it with cutting bias, but I think the neater one will be when you cut facing for it. It's advisable you cut facing for it so that it will be neat instead of cutting turning with cutting bias. So more reason why we did not add an folding allowance initially is because of this turning. We are going to turn it, so there is no need for the folding allowance. So we are just going to leave the button allowance alone. It's only going to have button allowance, which is 1 inch. So the folding allowance, that 2 inches we usually had, it's not going to have it. So your turning pieces can be as wide as this, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the same shape with the front block. So I think this width is okay. This wideness should do. Not as much as it's going to cover through the neckline. And the size of this wideness is okay for it. So that's that about the front facing. So the back, most of us knows how to cut turning, how to cut facing for clothes, so that shouldn't be a problem. But for those of us that don't know it, so just look at it very well. It's not something difficult. So you're just going to place it, then you are going to trim out like this. This one also shouldn't be too long. I think about 4 to 3 inches is okay, just for the back. So after that, we are going to cut the sleeve. After this, now we are going to cut the sleeve. So it's just going to be a short sleeve. It's going to be a short sleeve. So I'm going to cut both of them together, both the left and the right sleeve. So I believe we know how to cut our basic sleeves. So just this down part, just measure about 5 inches. Then you are going to curve. You are going to curve to that 5 inches. So you are going to take your bicep measurement divided by 2, then your armhole circumference measurement divided by 2 also. Your round sleeve measurement divided by 2. So you are going to connect them together. So this is it. Then you are going to get your length. For those of us that might not really know how to get the materials to fold for sleeve, basic sleeve, just use your bicep measurement to determine what you're going to fold. So basically, this is the sleeve. So I'm just going to mark the wrong side. Then you deepen the front part with about ½ inch, just like the way we did on the main body. So this place I deepen now is going to be the front part of the sleeve. It's going to be the front part of the sleeve. So then you're just going to fold like this. Just notch this place so that you know that is where you're going to fold. So that's that about the cutting. So let's go to machine to couple them. So now let's just quickly do this. So just fold like this. You're going to fold like this. Just so all through. The way you do this one, that's the way you're going to do the other one. Fold into 2, get your round sleeve measurement, then plus you connect it to your bicep measurement. You do the same thing on this other one. Then the sleeve is ready. You're going to keep that aside. So now this is the front part. This is the front part. You are going to turn just so it's about 1/4 inch, or maybe probably ½ inch. 1/4 inch or probably ½ inch. Just notch this place, then you are going to notch round. Turn it the other way around, then you are going to iron it. Take it to your table, then you iron it very well. You do the same thing on this other side. That's that about the front. So the back, the same way, you're going to use about 1/4 inch or maybe probably 1/2 inch. Then you are going to notch. If you like, you can top stitch on this so that it will be firm, and top stitch on this so that it will be firm. So you're going to take to your table, then you iron it very well also. Then put the front and the back. You are going to do your shoulder joining like this so that it will be neat. You just open it and place it on each other so that it will be neat. So you do the same thing on the other side. Don't just place it and sew like that. Open it this way. Open the facing also. So by the time you join it, it will be very, very neat. So this is what it's going to look like actually. This is what it's going to look like. So that's the down join the sides. Then you are going to hem the down part just with the allowance you had at the other time. So you are going to fold like that. Then you hem it all through. If you don't want the threading to show at the down part, so you can just weave. You're going to weave it, then you use hemming gum to tag it down, but might probably pull up later. So this is the sleeve. This is the one you are going to tag on this side. So you're going to sew it around. Do the same thing on the other side. So you can see that the crop top is almost ready. So we're just going to attach that pocket cover on it to make it look like it has pocket. So I think 4 inches is okay. The width 4 inches is okay. And the length of the pocket should be around 2.5 or probably 3 inches. So I'm just going to sew the two sides with 1/4 inch. Just like this. Then you're going to turn it. Iron it if you like. You can stitch on it. Just give it about 1/4 inch space, then you top stitch on it, or probably just iron it and leave it like that. But here I'm going to top stitch on my own. So this is it. You're going to do the other one like that also. So after that, you just measure about 7 inches from your shoulder, then 3.5 inches from the center point. Then when you're going to join it, just make sure it's facing down. Just facing down like this, so that you can fold it up like this. If you like, you can top stitch. If you like, you can just iron, then you put your button. Do the same thing on the other side. Then the crop top is ready. You can see how simple and beautiful it is. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to share and subscribe. Just put your buttons on them, then you're done.